What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and let's get into this one really quickly. Now, guys, we are on the cusp of a huge grudge match coming up next week, March 25th at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Of course, I'm talking about the return of the former IBF champion, Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, taking on the monster, the former two-time WBC super middleweight champion, David Benavidez. Now, I've said in the past that I thought David Benavidez, if these two ever meet, would win that fight. I changed my tune on that a while back after seeing what Caleb Plant was able to do with Anthony Durrell, the flatline. I changed my tune on that after him bringing in his new trainer and kind of plugging some of the holes in his game that he learned from facing off against the face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez. I think he learned a lot from that fight, and I think he brought in the necessary people he needed to make certain adjustments, and I think he was very successful in what he did. And this is one reason that I think that he's probably going to pull this one off, in my opinion. And the fact that he is the superior boxer in my book. He has the footwork, he works behind the jab. He's a great counterpuncher. He has great defensive skills, and a lot of those things, well, I'll say some of those things, David Benavidez is lacking in. He's lacking in defense, and he definitely is not, doesn't have the best footwork. He does have fast hands. He has long arms, and he throws a lot of combinations, and he's very aggressive. And he's probably going to try to walk Caleb Plant down. I think that could be to his detriment if Caleb Plant is able to slip those punches and counter him with something that he doesn't see coming. I think Caleb is ready for this fight, guys. And I know some people think this is crazy. He may even get a knockout. I don't know if you guys seen him as lately. He looks 100 times better. I'm talking physique-wise than he did going into that fight with Canelo Alvarez. You can tell he's been putting his heart and soul into this, and he calls it his revenge tour. That's what he's calling it. He's trying to get back what I would say Canelo Alvarez took from him, wanting to be that champion, that undisputed champion at 168 pounds. And he says he's willing to go through anybody to get it. And I believe him. Even though David Benavidez is a monster, I think Caleb Plant's going to have to go through hell to get this one. But I think he's definitely prepared for this fight. He's definitely poised. He's not riled up. And I think that stuff what David's doing, I think that could play against him in a fight if he goes in there angry. Every time you see an interview with David Benavidez, he seems angry about Caleb Plant. And Caleb Plant's playing these psychological games by purchasing DavidBenavidez.com. He's winning the PR game. And I think he's just going to be ready, guys. I just have this feeling. And a lot of you guys know I picked the fight, the person I think is going to win the fight based on who has the most skills. And it's no question to me that Caleb Plant has the most skills. Sometimes, 9 times out of 10, I'll say the person with the skills are going to win the fight. But that's not always the case. You have a lot of times where fighters that may not have, the most skills, but they pressure you, can win the fight. That was apparent last week when we saw what Tim Tszyu did last week. He used a lot of pressure on Tony Harrison, and he won the fight. I thought Tony Harrison had the bigger skill set, but it didn't help him. So it's always, an outlier when it comes to stuff like that. But 9 times out of 10, in my opinion, from what I've seen, the guy with the most skills is going to win the fight. But you guys tell me what you think about this fight next week. It's the fight that everybody's talking about outside of the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight, a grudge match. And people know they love themselves some grudge matches. And this one has bad blood written all over it. The second fight, Caleb Plant's going into with, bad blood there. He had the Durrell fight. Durrell couldn't stand Caleb Plant. Now you have David Benavidez. He can't stand Caleb Plant. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to get ourselves a good fight next week. So you guys let me know how you feel about this one in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.